Here we are all gathered to celebrate the marriage of my daughter and my new son-in-law. Now, I'm going to apologize right up front. A few tears of joy might burst through, okay? Because there's nothing like a wedding to bring into focus the love of a father for his daughter.
I met Corey at St. John St. Ben's, specifically in town on a weekend night. We were both at the same gathering that evening, and I don't know what it was, but we just started talking, and before we knew it, everybody had left to go to the bar, and it was just him and I chatting and getting to know one another.
Which was interesting, to be, telling your past and your goals and your future all of a sudden to a girl that you met not too long ago. But I think the connection was obvious from the start.
I recall numerous times being pulled away, from our group by one of his friends, and them just telling me how important of a relationship they had and how great of a guy he was, and so that constantly happened.
I think I caught John off guard quite a bit when I came over to their house, and I said I wanted to talk to him, and I think he was thinking it was about finances at first because just the field that I work in. He was very excited, and the look on his face was pretty priceless when I asked for his daughter's hand in marriage. And I remember it was just him and I at first, and then he called Lisa down, and she was nervous as well to start, but then once she finally realized what was going on, she lost it, and tears of joy came up, and it was a pretty fun experience.
Started at a party. There's always that one house in college that seems to throw the parties on a regular basis. For Bridget and Corey, that house was nicknamed the Maze. One night at the Maze, shortly after these two met, they started a conversation and shared an apple. They continued to talk and shared yet another apple. Before they knew it, it was 5:30 in the morning. They had talked all night long. The sweet story stuck with me. I loved the innocence of it. Of all the things you might do in a house called the Maze, these two shared apples. In that spirit, our wedding gift to you is an apple tree. I intended to have that tree here today, but a little piece of advice, you should always know whether or not that tree is 12 feet tall before you try to go pick it up in your mid-sized car. When you plant that tree in your yard, there's some extra special soil for you to nourish it with. This soil has been provided by your parents and the members of your wedding party. You see, I asked each of them to provide me with soil from a place that's meaningful to their relationship with you. And this book contains a note from each of them explaining the significance of that location. This soil comes from so many places, and there's so much joy and love in this soil. It comes from your childhood homes. It comes from the place you played as kids and as adults. It came from the maze. Thanks, Galen. And it came from a forest where two amazing men went to heaven. There is indeed so much joy and love in this soil.
Yet, you make me feel confident in who I've become. You make me care more. You make me love harder. Our love has grown, and it's because of you.
I fell in love with your laugh, your constant positivity, and enthusiasm for life. I felt so full of excitement when I was around you. So special when I held your hand walking to class all the way up on 4th floor quad. And so beautiful when you kissed me.
I promise to be patient, to listen intently, and to appreciate the little moments. I promise to be yours, your husband.
From this day forward, you are mine and I am yours. I commit to loving you with my whole heart, forever. I promise to wipe the tears from your eyes when you're sad, to support your decisions, to listen to you, even when you're talking in the language of finance and I have no idea what you're saying.
Bridget and Corey, by the power invested in me, I now pronounce you man and wife. Corey. I am pleased to present you for the first time, Corey and Bridget Kosak.
Put your hands together to congratulate Corey and Bridget Kosak.
One thought that I want to share with you tonight, and that is a quote about marriage by Richard Needham, and it goes like this: you don't marry one person, you marry three. The person you think they are, the person they are, and the person they are going to become as the result of being married to you.
Mary, I hope you know that it's not lost on anybody here today, the amazing job you did raising Corey.
For those of you who don't know, I'm Caitlin. I'm Bridget's little sister and maid of honor. So me and my sister aren't the only two in our family. We also have two brothers, so my older brothers. And I'm glad now to say that I now have a third older brother, Corey. And hopefully the third one's a charm.
For those of you who didn't know Jim, Corey's dad, Corey is spitting image. I mean, besides the looks, like Corey, Jim is smart, competitive, well-spoken, and have that infectious laugh that we all know Corey has.
I ever since we were little, we always had those matching outfits. And since day one, we wore those all around. Wearing those around was kind of a symbol of how I followed your footsteps. And this experience is no different than every little step along the way that we went on.
I was lucky enough to see those moments, and I know he'd be damn proud of me, and he turned out well.
As a little sister, it was the first time I got to saw someone fall in love. Both of you, not just my sister.
Love's a hard thing to articulate. It's hard to stand up here and describe it. It's something that you know it when you see it. Anybody who spent any time around you just sees it. So let's raise our glasses. Here's to a healthy, happy.
But wow, what a day. This is pretty phenomenal. First off, Bridget, you look very gorgeous. You're absolutely stunning. I'm extremely proud of all the hard work you put in today and how it's all paid off. I think, going to the ceremony today was extremely special. It's great to see so many different walks of both of our lives come here today. There's a number of people here that it's so wonderful to see. I see a table over here that were best friends with my dad growing up. There's a tremendous amount of things that could go around here tonight, but I know we have some dancing to do.
Give me shelter, show me heart, come on up, come on up, stick on, stick on.
Bridget and Corey, you're probably wondering, will there be any day happier than this day? And with all the wisdom that 31 years, now almost 32 years of marriage gives me, I can tell you with certainty, yes. Yes, you'll have happy days that you can't even begin to imagine.